Our next blind item is about Justin Bieber. It reads, the north of the border singer loves his drugs and takes all kinds of meds and has a temper problem. So sure, why not let him have a bunch of guns too? I'm sure it will be all fine. Not this blind item starting to get me worried. This comment reads, I feel like Britney and Justin Bieber are two celebrities who were abused by showbiz, and I feel scared that they both may die early. Another person questioned, how on earth did he get a gun license? Another person writes, how easy is it to get guns in Canada? I expect it's nearly impossible. Jim says that Justin won't pass a background check. Now, we have seen Justin misbehaving on social media, playing around with his guns. He also recently posted a thirst trap. And I don't know who these thirst trap pictures are for. Maybe for Madison Beer, now that she's finally moving on with a new Justin. Actually, Madison Beer has been spotted with Justin Herbert. I believe that's his name. He's some footballer and they seem like a cute couple. So maybe the Madison Beer, Justin Bieber relationship has finally ended. Now he's posting thirst traps. And I even saw Haley was in the comments with an eye-rolly emoji. Probably cringing out that that's her husband. But Justin has been having one hell of a summer out here releasing music, hanging out with his hippie goon friends, and shooting guns, which, you know, right now we're in a very touchy time in history. I just don't even like to see any guns.
You're hot. Nice shot. That's good. That was nice.
Speaking of Justin Bieber, let's talk about Britney Spears. This blind item reads, the permanent A-list singer is just about to start her OF. Now, I didn't think Britney was broke because her book did so well and she sold the rights to it as a movie, but, you know, her father, Jamie Spears, he did steal a lot of her money, so maybe a little OF, like cha-ching, could help out. I mean, we've seen Bad Baby, we've seen Lil Tay, maybe Britney Spears. This comment reads, don't do it, Brit. Another person asks, if it is Britney Spears, she could make a massive fortune on OF, and she's already halfway doing this crap on her Instagram. Another person commented that Britney's exceeded expectations after being freed. Deedly writes, I really hope that someone can stop her. Another person writes, Britney, she posted yesterday that she was going to be changing her content and start making people pay, which is something Britney Spears did post about. It was kind of a bizarre clip and difficult to hear, but here is this clip where she shared that she's going to start selling content to her fans.
Okay guys, I came up with the best idea. I decided to change my content on IG, and because it's going to be so different, that means you guys have to pay and subscribe to see. And we've been working together for a while now, so I decided to do it. Are you guys ready? Alright, here we go. You know what I mean? Here we go. Let's make it happen. Kind of wait. So, maybe you can like it. I think it's like that. Very like clueless, you know, when she walks in, like with the yellow.
I mean, it sounds like OF to me. But lately, I've been so worried about Britney because every video that we see have gotten more and more concerning. There was about a year where it seemed like she chilled out, and now things are getting worse. Recently, we spoke about how her house was so cluttered up. It looks like there's dog poo everywhere. She seems like slightly like not taken care of, and I just wish the best for her. I don't know who's in control of her life anymore. I don't know if it's who she is, like if she is, or if it's her manager, Cade. I don't trust Cade at all. He's a manager or an agent that used to be with CAA. I believe he got fired because he started to use his power to try to manipulate boys to sleep with him. Last I heard, Kate Hudson was the one who's in control of Britney's life, so I blame him.
Praying for another day.
Like, who's approving this content?
In the middle in LA.
But recently, Britney made a very interesting caption on Instagram. She wrote a caption where she said that she feels like her marriage to Sam Asghari was a fake distraction, all intended to try to keep her away from her children and to keep this custody battle ongoing. Now, Sam Asghari is trying to walk back everything by saying, our marriage was very real to me, which is bizarre because Sam, you moved on really quickly. He said it may have been short, but we were together for 7 years. I was in love with her, will always have love for her and wish her the best. But in reference to her separation from her children, Britney wrote, I remember in shock, my secret to survival was denial and a lot of tears. It's weird. Me and Sam were married, but it almost felt like a fake distraction to help me deal with it. So her relationship with this man was intended to just be a distraction, so she wasn't asking about her sons, Jaden and Sean. Sam said in an interview in June 2025, "I can't sit here and lie and say that the marriage was good for me. When you're in such a public relationship, it sort of gave me that platform for who I am." He said, we met on the acting set. We met as co-workers. And you know what? That's right. They did meet as co-workers. So it's interesting that Britney's starting to realize that she was set up with him, like a handler situation. Nothing about this was organic. They met on the set of her music video Slumber Party in 2016, and I'm pretty sure that Britney's dad offered him maybe a bigger job after the music video wrap if he wanted to go and be Britney's boyfriend and handler and to report to Jamie Spears anytime she does anything against the rules, aka trying to have her own freedom. Britney wrote on Instagram that she's hungry again like a child or a baby. Quote, "I'm so hungry it hurts. When I eat, it's like my first time eating in life." Britney has opened up about the trauma and abuse that she's had to go through in life. She wrote, quote, "I believe although I loved my home, there's way too much abuse and trauma in there. However, she feels grateful to Jesus for food, for it makes her feeling like telling others no." She then concluded with owning my body and letting them really know where I'm from. End quote. Our next blind item is about Chris Evans and Alba Baptista. It reads, "The former superhero is doing great, keeping quiet about the baby his wife is having in October. Aw, congratulations. His fans would be causing all kinds of drama." This comment reads, "I can't say that I blame him." Another person writes, "He does have really parasocial, unhealthy fans." Now comment below if you are one of those fans who are obsessed with Chris Evans. You might need to get over your obsession because Chris and his wife Alba are expecting their first child. At least that's what the rumors are saying. Neither have confirmed that they are pregnant, but rumors originated from a Father's Day tribute posted on social media where fans tagged both Chris's father, Bob Evans, and it looks like Alba's father, Luis Baptista. Luis left a comment on social media, "Your turn is coming," which a lot of people interpreted that, maybe it's like Chris's turn is coming to have a Father's Day because Alba is expecting. Now, Chris has been super open in interviews in the past about becoming a father. He's known for his role as Captain America, so of course people dream of having a family with someone like his character. Again, that parasocial relationship.
So I learned how to say, "Will you marry me?" in Portuguese. Very romantic. And I had practiced all week. I had practiced it so much that, while her and I'd be making breakfast, and you almost just start saying it out loud. And you're like, oh God, that's not just a song that's stuck in my head. It's gonna let the cat out of the bag. But no, I got really nervous when it came time to do it, and I actually think I screwed it up. But I still know it.
Chris and Alba got married back in 2023 in Portugal, so it seems like it's about time for them to take that next step. So congratulations to the happy couple. Now, I know Taylor and Travis just got engaged, so I'm not trying to be messy, but this blind item is about Taylor Swift and Tom Hiddleston. It reads, "There would have been much better success if the interviewer asked the foreign-born A-list actor why he did a PR relationship with the singer in the first place." Now, looking at Taylor's relationship with Travis, it's bizarre to look at her relationships with people like Tom or Joe because they were so different. This comment reads, "Maybe Tom wanted a real relationship with Taylor, but she only does PR relationships." And there was a really uncomfortable moment that Tom had in an interview where he was asked about Taylor. Everyone's being asked about Taylor nowadays. I think even the president was asked about her engagement, which it just seems like she's the hottest topic in the world. So if you have any connection to her, people are going to ask you. I even saw an awkward moment where I believe Margaret Qualley, who is Jack Antonoff's wife, was asked about Taylor Swift on the red carpet and her new music, and she was even confused on why she's being asked this.
You mentioned your husband Jack, who of course has produced with Taylor for years. Perhaps you heard she's got a new album that's coming out. Can you tell us anything about it?
I don't know anything, but we'll all be excited to listen to the music.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
But let's get back to Tom, because I want to talk about this awkward moment he had on the UK radio show Heart. Now, it's not clear if this interviewer is aware of Tom and Taylor's past. I mean, they did date for only 4 months in the summer of 2016. When Taylor was brought up in the conversation, you could see Tom's face immediately reacts. He's like cringing out.
Taylor Swift, big fan of a sourdough recipe blog. But very, very specific, but I can see how you can get into that.
That is specific. Wait, that feels like an Easter egg or something. No, I think it might be like something to do with the Super Bowl.
Oh, you think she's teasing the fact that she's
Yeah,
going to do
because there's like, where's the Super Bowl? Which city? And then isn't the sourdough the mascot for that city or something?
Whoa.
I feel like there's a little
You've got deep
breadcrumbing.
knowledge of the
No,
NFL.
I literally saw a TikTok of this about this subject matter.
I tell you what, if that is true, that is pretty impressive. That's amazing.
Maybe, I don't know.
As you guys can see, Tom was pretty much speechless in that clip, and he didn't have much to say. In 2017, he did say that Taylor is an amazing woman, she's generous and kind and lovely, and we had the best time. So maybe Taylor was the one who got away from him. I mean, the difference between Joe and Tom is that Joe was really private, and Tom was pretty much pushed in our faces.
If you weren't a Taylor Swift fan when these pictures came out, you couldn't understand the chaos and the drama that it caused, so let me explain. So her and Calvin Harris had just broken up a few weeks ago, and he tweets that they're all good, they're all fine, blah blah blah. However, a few hours before the pictures are released, he tweets this cryptic tweet that says it's about to go down. So the pictures come out, and Calvin slams a car door when he's asked about it.
New songs for Taylor Swift? Or are you done with that girl? Good to see you, bro. Anything to say to Taylor Swift?
And the media uproar was, in a word, ridiculous. Like, I'm gonna read you just some headlines from the time. This one says, Taylor Swift and Tom Hiddleston's relationship is a lie, and we have proof. They don't have proof. Taylor Swift and Tom Hiddleston's fairy tale romance / probable publicity stunt explained. And that, of course, is what Getaway Car is about.
Our next blind item is about Millie Bobby Brown and Drake. It reads, wheelchair Jimmy, Drake, has another child, but he doesn't want people to know about it. He must be really hurt the 3-named actress had a child without him too. Drake has always had a weird obsession with Millie Bobby Brown and other minor girls, hanging out with them when they're like 13 or 14 years old, and he's a grown man. I could honestly see Drake being a little bit butthurt that like Millie has moved on with Jake Bon Jovi and they adopted a baby together. He just seems like one of those guys that would have that weird like creepy ownership mentality, like you're a piece of his property.
What about your relationship with Drake? Tell me about your friendship. How did this all come about?
I love him. I met him in Australia, and he's honestly so fantastic and a great friend and a great role model. You know, we just texted each other the other day, and he was like, I miss you so much. I was like, I miss you more. He's coming to Atlanta, so I'm definitely going to go and see him. I'm so excited, yeah.
What advice does he give you? Like, what does he say?
About boys. He helps me.
What?
Yeah. He's great. He's wonderful. I love
What's
him.
his advice with boys?
You know, that stays in the text messages.
So weird to think that like a teenage Millie Bobby Brown is texting a rapper, Drake. You would think he'd be interested in some of the big booty BBL girls at the strip club, not Miss Little Millie Bobby Brown. But Millie's not so little anymore. Now she's got a baby, she's a mother. And it looks like ever since they announced their baby girl, they can't help but to go and walk that stroller all around town. I mean, it's giving like set up press paparazzi shoots, which I like. I want to see more of those. But it looks like some fans are trying to figure out more about Millie Bobby Brown's daughter because she recently had a phone case that has the initials RWB on them. R would be the first name, B would be their last name, Bon Jovi. So we don't know what that R name could be. Maybe like a Rose, a Rachel. Now, personally, I don't have an issue with Millie Bobby Brown adopting a child because, you know, I do think it's weird that she's 21 and was able to adopt because usually you have to be like 25, but she's so rich that she'll make more money in her lifetime, or she probably has, than all of us combined watching. Like, let's be real. So the baby is going to have resources, whether it's nannies or Millie, someone's going to take care of it. But I do wonder what her name is. Rose W. Bon Jovi. Rose Washington. Rachel Washington. What's a W name? Juan? What's another W name? Whitney. Rachel Whitney Bon Jovi. That's a name.
For some reason, there seems to be a lot of discourse over Millie Bobby Brown adopting a daughter. And I don't understand the reason. She is 21, yes. To most people, that is very young, but I want to remind you that it's still an adult. She's an adult. She's a millionaire. She's married, and she's married to Bon Jovi's son, also a millionaire. They have all the resources necessary to raise a child. What's the problem? Like, Millie has never been a bad influence. She's never promoted plastic surgery, never promoted unhealthy body standard, like literally anything. Like, she is the person that you think is an ideal parent, mother, everything. Like, why would anyone have a problem with her, of all people, having a child? Just because you think that if you were a celebrity, millionaire, 21-year-old, you wouldn't want to have a child, doesn't mean she doesn't have to. Maybe she doesn't want to have birth. Maybe she can't. I don't know. Who knows? But her adopting is none of our business. I don't know why everyone feels a need to give their input on it. She's an adult. She can do whatever she wants.
If you ask me, I am all in for a big investigation into Hulk Hogan's death because I'm starting to believe that his wife, Sky Daly, his much younger wife, may be the reason why he's dead. This blind item reads, is the medical malpractice a red herring to take attention away from the wife? Now we're starting to learn more details about Hulk Hogan's death and the fact that he was not doing well up until his passing. He had constant surgeries and procedures and doctors checking in on him that there's some people who are confused as why they did not see this death coming because he was being checked in on so often. Now, what's being reported is that a surgeon severed Hulk's phrenic nerve during a recent surgery, which could have led to him passing away. The phrenic nerve controls your diaphragm and is essential for your ability to breathe, which, oh gosh, that's one of my biggest fears, like drowning, whether it's drowning in water or drowning in air. But according to records, it looks like his cause of death was ruled to be a heart attack. So I don't know if it was maybe the breathing that could have caused that. I mean, there's a history of chronic lymphocytic leukemia, some cancer that he had, which is something that his daughter was not too familiar with. And if you did have this kind of cancer, you would think like leukemia, you would think that the doctors would have picked up on that before you had surgery. You guys know TMZ is so dramatic, and I came across this TikTok of them learning that Hulk Hogan had passed away, and I need you guys to see this.
Let's go. Where are we going? We know.
Hulk died.
The drama, they act like it's a hospital here. I kind of love it.
Can I ask you something? Have you heard anything about Hulk? No. Is there any way I can talk to him? It's really important.
Wait. So Harvey just heard that Hulk Hogan died, and he's immediately like, wait, can I talk to him?
He died this morning.
Huh?
Hulk died this morning. Can you confirm cardiac arrest? He's been having health problems. He stopped breathing.
Okay, come to my desk.
Hold on, Lucas has a post. Can I post this?
Lucas, we're gonna do a paragraph.
I got 135 words. He's got 100. Harvey, listen to me. He's got 135 words. You can post it now.
Post it.
Wait, he had 135 words ready? How did they have that ready seconds after they found out that he had died?
It's up.
Now, Hulk Hogan's daughter, Brooke, has questions for good reason because there's a lot of mystery surrounding her father's death. It looks like for now they're going to delay the cremation, which I think they should until a full investigation is done to either, free Sky of any guilt or maybe this doctor who may have hurt him in surgery and could face, I think, like criminal time for that, especially if it resulted in someone's death. Medical malpractice is no joke, and if they do find out that this doctor pretty much killed off Hulk, he could lose his career and much more.
In a statement, Clearwater Police tonight say the unique nature of this case has required us to interview multiple witnesses and seek medical records from a variety of providers, and our detectives continued to do that. All of this takes time. A case we will definitely keep a very close eye on. An American icon, a lot of people want to make sure no malfeasance happened here, Jesse.
Yeah, that would be horrible if that was the case.
Now, I recently saw a video of the singer Tyla drunk, and her boyfriend was carrying her out of the club. Not a cute look. This blind item reads, the foreign-born, one-named industry plant can get wasted drunk. The thing is that she needs to learn not to get caught on video wasted drunk because then you don't get the deals that you need to survive. This comment reads Tyla. Then she posted a picture of Beyonce being passed out. Another person questioned roofies? Now, Tyla was at a nightclub in Brazil. I've never been to Brazil, but I'm sure it's very fun. Comment below if you guys have been. But in this footage, you guys can see that it looks like Tyla's boyfriend is carrying her around his shoulder, and she looks completely unresponsive. Like, I know that she's drunk and she's okay, but when I first saw this video, I was like, wait, this seems like almost like she's about to be attacked, or this person isn't, doesn't have her best interests. I mean, the guy is holding her over his shoulder like she's a rag doll. Yeah, look at her go. Oh, and he's running fast with her too. Good thing he didn't slip, but they go and they throw her right into that car, and they try to get out of there because it's not a good look. Ooh. I don't even know the last time I've ever even been that drunk where my head is hanging off to the side. to turn. Now, the incident occurred hours after Tyla had a performance at H&M's Brazil launch event. Sounds like the launch event is probably going to be more fun than the H&M is, because after an H&M is there for a couple of months, it's so stale. What's going on with clothing stores nowadays? There was a moment earlier in that day where Tyla said on stage, "Too many people are lying on my name." This clip went viral. Go ahead and take a look. Now, there are some people who are worried about Tyla's well-being. Are you okay, girl? Like, why are you getting so drunk in public like that? I mean, she's only 22 years old. She's pretty much skyrocketed to fame. I wouldn't be surprised if she's succumbing to some of those pressures. Now, Tyla tried to make light of this moment by posting a drunk picture of Beyonce from back in the day, but it doesn't really excuse what had happened there. I just hope she's okay. Our last blind item is about this dirty B word. Janelle Evans. I cannot stand her. We actually spoke about her on yesterday's podcast. Let's Get Into a Podcast. If you've not seen that, go and check it out right after this video. But this blind item reads, this former teen mom is not even being discreet when it comes to having sex for money. Now, I'm not going to shame Janelle for what she has to do to go and get her bag, especially because she's established herself on Teen Mom, which is not a great resume. But I will sit here and shame her every single day for being a terrible mother. Her 16-year-old son, Jace, has been away from the home for so long because it's gotten so toxic. At one point, Janelle allowed her ex-husband to get physical with him and strangle him. This comment reads, this blind item is about Janelle. That's why she moved to Vegas. A lot more opportunities for SCX workers there. Shiloh writes that Janelle has been on OF for years. My guess is that she doesn't make enough money on there anymore and she has to do the real in-person work. First, you got Lil Tay, you got Bad Baby, we've got Janelle, maybe Britney Spears. It looks like everyone's getting paid from OnlyFans. Jesus Christ. Oh my gosh, I don't mean to use the Lord's name in vain, but jeez, who's paying for this? Not you guys, right? Please tell me you aren't. Gross. Go be a mother. Janelle has been going through a messy breakup with her ex-husband slash dog killer, David. It actually looks like her friend Tori blurted out on a video, "David, you effing fumbled the bag, bro," before telling Janelle that you're a millionaire because of the money that she's making on OF.
Your all-time 1,511,000. You $1,511,578. But that's not. You're a millionaire. Yeah, but that's not. No. You are. All millionaire. David, you fumbled the bag, bro. And ended up with junk.
She is so gross. I just hope the IRS has made sure that she paid her taxes. Because the IRS is coming for you, but she's been doing this since 2022, so about 3 years. It sounds like she made about $1.5 million, which is a lot. I can't believe that many people have spent money on her. Janelle filed for separation from her husband last year after 6 years of marriage and accused him of erratic behavior, substance abuse, and not working, and even brought up the time that he shot their French bulldog, which is so sad. He shot their bulldog Nugget, rest in peace Nugget, in 2019. Crazy how she doesn't bring up the fact, though, that he strangled her son, Jace. She will do anything but acknowledge that she failed him as a mother. In June, it looks like Janelle had a divorce party at New York City's infamous Spearmint Rhino Club, which is, again, embarrassing. Nobody's celebrating that you're single. She even had a very special piñata of her ex-husband's face made so that she could swing the pole at him over and over again. Cringe. The reality star drank, she gave out money from a stack of bills, and took her turn on the pole. Janelle was surrounded by a group of her girlfriends as she celebrated being single again. I wish Janelle was as excited about life and being a mother and doing something positive, opposed to being so excited about her $1.5 million from OnlyFans and her new single life. I just can't forget Nugget. Can we put another picture up of Nugget? Rest in peace, Nugget. I can't believe that David shot you in the face. I think that man's going to hell. I really do. But I want to hear what you guys think of this week's episode of Blinded and Breakdown in the comments below. And also, this is for you, Jute, so you better not be messing with our girl Demi, because I love her. I'm hoping that none of that is true. But let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you in next week's episode. Bye, guys.